if I told you that your job is nothing more than a waste of time? Well, in this video, we're going to talk about how your job, well, might just be making your boss rich and not you. There's another option. We cover that towards the end of this video, so make sure you watch to the end and don't miss out. In our society, it's easy to get caught up in the day-to-day grind and forget about the bigger picture. We go to our jobs, put in our hours, and collect our paychecks without giving much thought to how our work actually contributes to the world around us. But the truth is, most of us don't do anything that directly improves the lives of others. Sure, we may help keep the wheels of commerce turning, but at the end of the day, our work doesn't really make a difference in the grand scheme of things. And to understand what I'm talking about, it's time to learn how money works in the modern day to perpetuate the existence of people who work to nothing but justify their own existence. If I get your attention about today's topic, make sure you hit that like button, smash the subscribe button, and turn on notifications so that you won't miss a single video. Also, be sure to watch our other videos. So now let's get started. The theory of totally unnecessary jobs gained popularity when anthropologist David Graeber wrote On the Phenomenon of Bullshit Jobs, in which he defined 5 main kinds of jobs that have grown increasingly common. The first type of worker is what he called the flunkies. These people are like doormen, receptionists, chauffeurs, and assistants. They are there to help others feel better about themselves. However, if they're needed at all, they can all be easily replaced by technology. Then there are the duct tapers, who strive to ease problems that might simply be resolved permanently. Consider an inventory manager who also happens to have system permissions to change stock levels in a warehouse, which may be done automatically or shared among floor employees. In his book, Graeber describes that a duct taper's job was to fix the mistakes caused by a highly smart statistician. In reality, this outstanding employee was useless, and the duct taper had to fight bureaucracy to get his mistakes corrected before they caused any harm. This case demonstrates that getting rid of the individual in the bullshit position is not necessarily the solution. Getting rid of unnecessary barriers can often free up those who are truly producing value, allowing them to accomplish their tasks more successfully. The box tickers are the next job in the list of useless jobs. These are the employees that work in huge companies and undertake useless chores like publishing internal newspapers or reporting on items that no one reads. However, if a company does not have an internal newspaper, a party planning committee or a culture coordinator may appear irrelevant and not worth doing business with or working for. It's time to confront the true demons of the bullshit job industry, the goons. Goons are an endearing term for a type of work that has a negative influence on society, yet makes itself necessary by just existing. In-house corporate attorneys are a classic illustration of this. They don't actually create anything, but if you don't have them, you'll wind up paying a lot more to engage outside counsel to fight off claims from corporations that do have internal corporate attorneys. Perhaps the clearest example of this is patent trolls, which are companies who buy up other companies with a large number of generic patents and then sue them in the hopes that they would agree to settle out of court. Even the world's top companies are guilty of propagating this zero-sum game. Apple famously battled Samsung for a patent on a rectangular phone with rounded corners. Some may believe the goons are horrible, yet they bear no resemblance to the worst of the worst workers. Taskmasters are those who are appointed to monitor and manage people who do not need to be monitored or managed. There is good management, especially when it comes to organizing a staff with a diverse range of talents. Someone like a sales manager who rules over a team of employees with the same job title is a different story. Management consultants are, at best, overpaid cheerleaders who urge people to work harder in their jobs. At worst, they are distractions who try to justify their existence by holding meetings and developing meaningless strategic mission statements. That achieves nothing. Okay, are we being a little harsh here? Well, maybe. Now, there is a different way here. Want to know what it is? Well, watch to the end and you will see what that is. Many middle managers exist to oversee essentially useless departments, and they are only employed because the corporate organization is so complex. But this doesn't answer the question. How did we get here? The Soviet Union created a lot of jobs because it wanted everyone to have a job. The nation took pride in labor, but our capitalist system is supposed to be better than that. Just like a Soviet factory worker might hoard staff to make themselves seem important, modern middle managers do the same. They will fill their LinkedIn pages with self-serving propaganda about how much of an honor it was for them to spearhead a project or be part of a team. Modern workplaces are preoccupied with making sure everyone works their entire 40-hour work week, much as the Soviet Union was obsessed with making sure everyone had a job, even if it meant inventing fake jobs. This is before we even get into the paperwork. Some people may have to cope with a lot of meaningless tasks at work. If this describes you, look for methods to make the short term simpler. It is vitally important that you work on a side hustle that has nothing to do with your job in your spare time. Read Rich Dad, Poor Dad if you haven't already done so. Always have your backup plan. Build something additional and build your future. That is your escape. That is your future. Thank you for being all ears throughout the entire video. If you'd like to learn more about the nature of this business, subscribe now and click the notification bell to be updated with my latest uploads. To create is effort. To copy is genius. Albert Einstein. If you want to expand your income by engaging with some side hustles, feel free to contact me so we'll get things moving right away. Remember, if you want to change your life, let's make a change together. You need to make a change.